Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Washington Huskies and the Texas Longhorns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Guys?
All right, Holly. Headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. One little mistake in your kick coverage unit against this dude, and you are in a world of trouble, and they were barely able to keep him from scoring. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the option. Pulls it, trying to get the corner.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there. Stop. Option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Running the red zone. It's Washington. He's stopped.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Big play coming here. The last thing you want to do is squander this type of field position on the opening drive. Out of the shotgun on third down. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he'll just get rid of that one.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing. In those types of situations.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. There's a crease. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
Yeah, and this is exactly how you want your opening drive to go. You want to get down the field, you want to get points, create some momentum. That run does it right there, and now set up with a goal-to-go situation, trying to really start this game off on a high note.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short.
I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that 3rd down, but there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback, getting him down. Now it's decision time for the offense, 4th and short.
That's going to be a frustrating drive for this offense, man. You move the ball on your first possession right down the field, and you choose to be aggressive, and you choose to go for the touchdown, but now you get nothing out of this possession. The defense gets the stop. They get some momentum going in their favor.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Hand off again. Gets him away from trouble. That's a pickup of 6. Mark it at the 10.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Third and short. They've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Arch is going to throw for it. Left side is Wilson. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lockett. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Making the adjustment. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off. But I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
Motion from the wide receiver. Straight ahead, it's Wilson. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Wilson on the carry. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Handoff to the lone back. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Right side, it's Johnson. Inside the 15. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Tough run here. It's Wilson. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he walks us into the score. Touchdown, Texas! They get Set for the point afters, we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Second down coming up. Here's a give to Washington. Across the 45. Still running at the 40. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Play fake, Williams. Buying time to his right. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Washington!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Gets the back moving. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Snap to the back. Breaks into the open. Rumbles up to the 27 before going out of bounds, and the running game gets it done there.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Madness. Somehow fits it into that traffic. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Great recognition by the defense on that pass play. They knew exactly who the quarterback was going to, and they got there quick.
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Manning. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Now staring at a third down. Making the adjustment on the play. Third down from the gun, Manning. Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Lockett. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Quick give. It's high. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Play action, here's Manning. Got out of trouble and throws. Right side, it's Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep him covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
And the Longhorns want to move quickly.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Second and long here. Throwing Manning. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Trying to get the corner. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long, so they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. They'll run him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, he'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Fires into traffic, picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Here's Manning to throw. Fighting for it. It's Johnson. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. I mean, they started off this drive with great field position, and that's critical for this football team because of the players they have offensively. If you can get them the ball back at that area of the field, it takes one play, like what you just saw, and all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door now in the red zone looking for 6.
Manning with the play fake. Out wide left, it's Smothers. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Longhorns come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Here's Arch to throw. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. It's good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the back in motion. Calls his own number. They'll mark him out of bounds short of the 40 at the 37-yard line, but a big-time pickup on the ground.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their third timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He'll try to do it himself. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Throwing deep before the half. Touchdown, Washington. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 7 team, the Tennessee Volunteers. And it's the Volunteers on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates. And while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. And now we take a look at some of the other... What's going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Quarterback changing the play. Manning throws for the tight end. Left side, it's Johnson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
The Longhorns peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Back to throw, it's Manning. Throws quickly.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Moving out to the right. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
They'll move the tight end. Manning from the gun on third down. Out wide right, it's Johnson. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Longhorns line it up with a first and goal. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Smothers. Touchdown, Longhorns! They take the lead here in the second half. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeps it on the option. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly, because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. Quarterback keeper. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Out wide left, it's Danzy. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another 1st down. Got him on the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Snapped it in the shotgun. Going over the top. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football game.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Just keeps slinging it. Look out. Finds his target. On the move at the 30. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll go to the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Washington. Touchdown, Huskies. And the upset still brewing as they answer with a score of their own. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. 75 yards on the touchdown drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown.
21, Texas. 17, Texas.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Oh, he's looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on first down and couldn't pull it off. This should be the last play of the quarter. Changing the routes with his receivers. To throw, Manning. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Manning lines up in the gun on third down. He'll take a deep shot here. And the ball is batted down incomplete, but a flag flies, and it looks as if the defender got there a little early with the contact. We've reached a break. It's Washington holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the fourth quarter. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Finds a crease, it Smothers. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Arch is going to throw for it. Right side, it's Johnson. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Manning tries to pick it up on third down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the fourth quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Needs it. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Caught by Williams on the right. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Here's Williams to throw. Left side is Washington. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the fourth quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
He'll take it himself.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. On the move. Maybe some room here. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Huskies. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Texas offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to. Unloads it downfield. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. After getting pushed back on the holding call, here comes second and long. Arch Madness. Throws to the tight end. And the timing just a hair off.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football. And sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long. And right there, I think he did. He'd probably want that throwback.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback signaling to his guys.
Booster, booster.
Third down from the gun, Manning. Unloads to the right. He makes the catch. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Looking to the big tight end. Good job just to get rid of that one.
And as an offense, you've got such a special talent playing QB. You've got to do a better job protecting him. If you can let this guy set his feet, he can light this defense up.
A lot lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Hart's going to spin it again. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Hits inside. It Smothers.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Throwing Manning. Still looking to his right. He'll pull it down. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Running inside. It's Wilson. Headed to the end zone. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And the Longhorns have it with a first and goal. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late. Manning on play action. Just barely got rid of it.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
Texas, 23. Number 97, sets a kickoff. Texas.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense in press coverage. He'll do it himself. Turning it on. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Huskies. He got a step and just dusted the field. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Here's Manning to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Upstairs to make the catch. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Touchdown, making play.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. Lots of conversations going on both sidelines to put together a strategy. And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Here's Arch to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and they trail by just 4. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Oh, he's got some space. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
It's got to be tough right now on defense. You need to find a way to get a stop, and you haven't been able to do that in the fourth quarter. You've been giving up points. You just gave up a touchdown in the last drive. You need a turnover. You need to do something right now to stop this momentum.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Washington again. And he's stopped right there. No gain on the play. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Timeout call by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. The Huskies enter the final minute with the lead. Quarterback keep. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Here's Williams. Got a man in the middle. That'll be a first down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one. Running